And we are live. G'day, everyone, and welcome to the next episode, of course, obviously, of Solar Spooky Live. Hey, Sammy, how are you? The light's gone out. Now, just so everyone knows, that wasn't deliberate. Oh, my goodness me. Now, we are here actually to talk about some of the ghostly things we've had to see whether ghosts are real or not. And happenstance, the light goes... So Sam just turned that back on, just so you know. So I take care of that. There we go. So I've got hold of it. So the light just went out at exactly the wrong time. Goodness me. Can anyone say ghostly light outs? Now, that wasn't planned. No one say that wasn't planned. I know my very first guest coming out will say that it may be, but it wasn't. Just so you know, it wasn't. So before we get, of course, to everything, let's say hello to some people very down the boat. And Mark says, hello, Sam Rod. Hello. How are you? G'day, Mark. Welcome again to the stream. White, of course, says, hi, guys. G'day, White. How are you? Welcome, of course, to it. Of course, Cowboy, thank you so much for your help with all the games. It has been awesome. I've been able to learn so much from you. And, of course, Samuel, you guys went to Conjuring House. We haven't been to the Conjuring House. I don't think we want to go to the Conjuring House, do we? The scary house. You don't go to the scary house.
I do.
I know. And, of course, Naji, Rich, the original Speaker Squad member. Rich, looks like Sam's feeling better. Oh, don't ask him. You're going to get a story here. How about we tell a little bit of story about how you're feeling in a sec? You feeling better? So? Blocked nose? Sore throat?
Yeah, nah.
But at least you can talk now.
Yeah. At least I can talk.
Correct. He is a little bit.
Ooh.
And John, one of the major guests we've got coming up. G'day, buddy. How are you?
Why
Welcome
did you
to
say boo?
Why? Because we're here to talk about ghosts. Do you know he's?
Oh,
do you know
I thought you meant.
No. Do you know that he's a actual magician? You'll get to meet him in a second. So obviously, before we get onto the stream, everyone, we are going to be going through and having some guests today to talk about whether ghosts are real or not. And obviously, we have some different things we're going to be able to show everyone concerning what we've actually had happen to us so far. Our brand new video has just dropped. Do you believe? Which is primarily...
Is that you?
No, that's you. It's got hair. Oh, no, in the window. No, that's the ghostly figure we've actually
bald.
got. Yes, I know.
He's bald.
But it's definitely not me. No, I don't look that ghostly, do I? Of course, everyone might be asking, where is Casey? Caleb's actually here.
I'm here, but Dad, he's not wrong. It does look quite a lot like you.
Yes, I know. Hopefully
it's
not
the lack
as
of hair. It is. It's not nothing of your own fault. It's just the lack of hair.
Hopefully not as ghostly. But of course, obviously, we're missing one Speaker Squad member, which is Casey. And Casey is actually in the middle of nowhere, digging for gold, more to the point, filming people digging for gold for Aussie Gold. And if you want to know what it's like in the outback filming videos, let me show you a little quick thing that he shared. Where have I put it? Here it is. Here we go. Look at this. Little camera. Yeah. Oh, no. It's raining a bit here. So, that is Paul Casey, not only our editor and producer, but also our ghost expert. So he's in the middle of nowhere, so he won't be part of today's live stream. But of course, we do have some other guests. And of course, obviously, Carly, we want to mention something about our merch before we get into our first interview.
You want me to go through the merch about how we've got no profits coming from it?
You got it, buddy.
You bet. Let's make it quite simple and easy. The merch that we have at the moment, it's actually none of the profits go to us. We actually have put the margins down to absolutely zero, and that's not because we want to make any cash or anything from it right now. Right now, what we're actually wanting is for our members, our subscribers, all the above to actually be able to wear it. Because the last thing we want to do is push prices up and make it less affordable. We want you guys to afford it at base price so you guys can wear it and actually have some fun with us. That's what we're doing with it.
And you've also got another TikTok channel, haven't you, buddy?
You bet we do. So we got that TikTok page going up, Solve the Spooky. It's a short form video content of all of our videos going through. And we've even got a new series coming out on it called Truth Behind the Horror. Truth Behind the Horror is literally just a little grab at you where it tells you the truth behind every horror story. So imagine you go through any horror story you saw when you were a kid. Every horror story has an actual truth behind it. Some tale that you've seen at the very end of the movie, it says based on a real story. So we go through, we break that down and give you a bit more of an understanding.
Correct.
That's
like this one.
Yeah, no, I can't explain that one.
I know you can't explain that face. And now if anyone says that, I don't see your face. Goodness me. But I'm sure that other people on the line today are going to be the skeptic. weeks are going to be pulling us apart. And of course, obviously, the last thing I want to mention here today, we are going to be giving away 5 free memberships to the people and the viewers sometime in this video and the live stream. We're going to be giving it away. And of course, obviously, Sam is going to be pushing the button. So YouTube can randomly pick the people to do it, which is pretty cool. And obviously, then we'll be able to go and have some fun. So let's go to very quickly to some of the comments before we get to our very first interview. Okay, can you live stream and go to the Conjuring House? Well, when it comes down to Cowboy, we might be able to, but we have a saying here at Solve the Spooky. If either Sam or I get scared, we let Caleb sleep over. Okay, just so you know. So
What
in
if I
other words,
get scared?
that's okay. You'll be filming it. It's no big deal.
What?
So Sam and I will be in the hotel room, and Caleb and probably Casey will be sleeping over. But that's usually what we normally do. We normally
Technically, just throwing him under the bus.
that is correct, as the old Australian saying. Not
See,
literally.
you can't try to sugarcoat it, Dad, when the 9-year-old tells me the truth. That's
Correct.
not fair.
That's exactly right. And of course, Cowboy says you might need to talk to your parents about the merch. Absolutely. Always talk to your parents before you do anything. Okay, and the last one, of course, is I think that's it. And of course, naturally, that's it. So we have got our very first interviewee who's going to be coming online now, Caleb. We're around about 4 minutes early, which is awesome. And we've got a very good mate of ours all the way from the US.
Hello. I'm looking forward to this. I'm so excited that you guys asked me, and I can't wait to be skeptical. And
I love our haircut, mate. Firstly,
Thank
I
you
love
very
having
much.
another oldie
Your
here
son
with
would
me.
never thought that was me at the bottom of that thumbnail. Is that you, Dad? It's like, no. He's a little
That's
sicker than I thought, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And mate, just so everyone knows, John is a lovely man. We actually met at VidSummit we went to in the US, and he was able to show us around and meet people, and we literally felt right at home from day one. So, mate, thank you for interrupting. And it's Labor Day, is not over there. It's Labor Day. Labor Day weekend.
Coming up, yeah, this weekend, officially Monday, but most people have the 3-day holiday weekend, but Monday is the official off work day for the good, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the majority of the people. Yeah. So
gotcha.
The end of summer. That's the only problem here. That represents the end of summer. So people are closing, especially in Michigan, where I live, people are closing up their pools. In Florida and down south, they keep their pools open all the time. But in this part of the US, people are starting to close their pools up. It's the last day of summer. Schools are back in session and vacations are over. And
Sam's frantic because he hasn't even left. Because of course we go all the way till actually December, mate, for ours. So we go all the way.
Wow.
And see, closing down your pools is foreign to us because we leave our pools just there. You know what I mean? It gets winter, and I'm guessing they empty them so they don't freeze over and those things.
Well, here, in Michigan, it gets, I don't know about in your temperatures, but in ours, it's like -20 at times or colder. So it's,
well, that's cold.
the cars are frozen up, and you go outside and you have to scrape ice off the car. You have to warm it up to get the ice off. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not.
Mate, we're complaining about 40 Fahrenheit. We were saying it's pretty cold. How bad's that?
Yeah, it's.
So now, Caleb's going to be obviously speaking to you, but I wanted to show everyone so everyone knows the type of video that we're going to be looking at while we're here. So let me see if I can find it. Let's have a look at really quick. I think this is one here. Let's have a look.
Here.
Ancient spirit, you will see me. He's over there.
He's over there.
He's over there. Not in the windows. He's not in the windows, is he? Can someone see us behind the windows?
Ancestors watch over. See me.
Oh, no.
Did you see that?
Death is not the end.
No, Dad, it's not the end because I'm seeing you in the bloody windows.
Are you frightened? They killed me.
They killed me. They killed me.
Ghost face. So everyone knows that's our brand new video that's just gone live. And there's a little bit more to this that, John, I have to tell you before Caleb starts asking questions. 1970 was actually mentioned. And just so everyone knows, we actually found out by speaking to the Old Perth Melbourne jail that those windows were actually replaced in the 1970s. Those actual windows were put through. We also had, we started digging around, not literally, obviously, and looking at some of the history of, well, was anyone actually hung there? Was anyone actually murdered there? Was anyone that's killed there? And there's bones underneath everything there. And so there's so much in that video that some people will say coincidence, what we're here to talk today about, but that's primarily what it's about. So that's the lead in. So Caleb, I'm passing it over to Caleb, buddy, because I'll pass his one in. Go, buddy.
He's handballing it off. I'd say my first question has to be, without a doubt, Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't. And that's why I'm so skeptical. I started doing magic when I was like getting into it when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and started doing professional shows and what have you when I was 16. So I've been around a ton of skeptics my whole life, and knowing some of the principles and some of the psychology behind things and how the brain kind of overreacts to different things, I'm a big skeptic. I'm a huge skeptic. So
Mate, we always need. That's the thing. We both sat here and we had no clue what was going on until we just. Funny enough, this moment was when I think it kicked into gear for Dad and I. We went, "Ooh, okay, there's something."
Mate, there's been multiple moments.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go, Kevin.
No, go. Maybe I guess.
I was about to say, we were skeptics, weren't we, Sam? And there's been a lot of coincidences that have been happening to us.
The first video, I was just like, all right, fake.
Yes. The Haunted Tunnel was his first video, just so you know, John. Yep, it was fake.
And I walked through there twice by myself.
You did. And nothing really happened in there, did it? Until we got to the Fremantle jail. So let's cut up next question. And then how about we show John the Fremantle jail video really quickly?
Sure.
Okay, go everybody.
No problem. The next question I'd have without that is, well, I've got to ask you about it. So you've seen the video now. What's your thoughts on the video? Did it change anything? Does it make you? Did you see anything? What do you think? What are you feeling?
oh well, I saw something. But do you want to hear my theory? Do you want to hear my theory on it now?
Please hit us with it.
I watched it a couple of times, and the angle that you guys were at, which was what, like second story. So you're above that window, correct?
Just a bit, yes.
Just a bit above it. And there was other things, another story or two below that, right? It was not on the ground floor. Okay.
Correct.
I don't want to give away any magic principles, nor will I. But in the Disney, have you ever been to the Haunted Mansion?
Mate, multiple times. And funny enough, we're back there in October, funny enough.
So the Haunted Mansion, there is a part where it's like the ballroom, and the ghosts are dancing around, and you can definitely see through the ghosts. Without giving things away, it's not a movie projector. It is, how can I say without giving it away? In your situation, in your ghost situation, I think the window is on an angle.
Yes.
Where something else could be at a different level.
Yes.
That you are not seeing, that could be reflecting on that and moving. Could be a car, could be anything. It's like, you ever see the video where the guy's walking down the hall and goes, "There's a blankety blank cat in my hallway. Where did I get a cat?" And then he gets closer and it's his shoes.
Yes.
That fell and kind of looks like a cat. So if you want to believe in something, your brain connects things and makes sense of things. So is it a whitish car with the windows and whatever that reflecting on this window, and your mind's going, I want to see dead people.
Yes.
So your brain's going, oh, it has to be a face. How many clouds do you look at and go, it looks like a bunny rabbit? Or, it looks like a face, or look at that tree, or look at that rock. It looks like a whatever. And somebody else looks at it and goes, it's a freaking rock, So in my skeptical opinion is there is something, if you had a 360 camera in that courtyard and I could see everything around there and it was still doing that, I'd say, well, someone must be inside. Yep. Or just the weird angle and the fact that I can't see everything. I believe it is something maybe down below,
down the bottom,
be it somebody walking with a whatever, or a bald guy, really pale, very pale, bald, large bald man.
I get it. So, mate, funny enough, we thought the same thing when it comes out, and I was going, okay, it's got to be a reflection. And just so you know, the actual reflection came, and just so you know, when you have a look at the footage, it actually came, and I'll just show it again. It actually came from behind the actual frame. So in other words, obviously, passing behind it, then passing to the other side. There was no one down the bottom. That's the first thing. But what you've now shown me is that if we want to prove anything, we need multiple camera angles.
And prove it to me. If you have to prove it to me.
No, mate, I totally agree. Because you have to understand, we are 100%, well, at least I can only talk for myself. I'm not a believer, but I'm also not a person who doesn't believe. I'm smack bang in the middle because that's what the channel is about, trying to work out, does this happen or not?
By the way, if you didn't know this, no people go in there.
That's right. No one's actually in there.
No people go in there.
Yeah.
So let's say that, or so they say. I mean, they have to go in there at some point. It's not like sealed off and it's like, oh, it's going to fall down. There's probably maintenance guys or something, or some homeless person that broke in. They could go in, or they could, nobody goes in there, because a good haunted house, a good haunted hotel, a good haunted anything gets crap loads more business than something. Oh yeah, it's just normal, just old. So if nobody's been in there, it could be the owner going through, going ooh, or whatever, just to screw with people to have that. I did a thing for the Discovery Channel back 20 years ago on Unsolved History, and it was the Salem witch trial episode, and they hired me to go out in the middle of this farmhouse in the middle of nowhere out in California, and hypnotize these young college students. To make a long story short, they said the place was haunted, and then I took the hypnosis in a different level, and they felt taps, they felt chills, they heard voices, all this stuff. And then the summary of that segment was, look, I'm a hypnotist, I don't talk to dead people. The things that he was using to make you feel and whatever, that was magic. And if this was in the days of the Salem witch trials, you would have been dead because you thought you connected with that spirit, but it was all mind trickery that I put, So the people that were really into it heard things and felt things. And it was a movie set we were on, but we told them somebody was buried in a wall and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And thankfully, it was the middle of nowhere. We had a rat walk down the steps, which was great. I had a bat fly in through the broken window and fly over their heads. It wasn't set up. It was like, yes. But that put that hook in even more. And that was the first and only time I could use my hypnosis for evil, if you will. And, we gave them a pendulum. And I walked around the place to find the location of the spirit. And they gave me pizza and food, and they said, go out in the field, and if anybody has to come, somebody's going to the bathroom. And then I'd walk around with my flashlight to make it look like I was still searching. Okay, they're back in. And I sit there and eat dinner. But the guests thought I was, searching out the spirit. We had it all. They heard everything. But it's in people's minds. And that story grows and grows and grows and grows. Just like this one could, if there wasn't video evidence and a skeptic trying to.
Gotcha, mate. I am fully welcome of skeptics, and you've given us some thoughts to actually go through, because we need to make sure we're filming from multiple locations. I have some other things to show everyone here, but Sammy, do you have a question at all for John?
I do.
Go.
Have you ever had a ghost encounter?
Good question.
Or ever seen one, or ever
one that could be
one?
Perceived as one?
I never saw anything that I thought was a ghost. Like everybody else, when you're little, or even when you're an adult and you read a scary story or watch a scary movie, why is my dog making that noise? Why are they looking out the window? Or what is that? We live in an older home, so you're hearing squeaks and things that you probably hear all the time, or a knock or what, and who knows if it's a house settling or what. There has been nothing in my life that I thought, oh, I just experienced a ghost. What can it be? Oh, but as you're walking down the trail at night or something else, and you're just like, I'm more afraid of a coyote coming after me or a deranged person or something like that. But there has been no situation where I, was listening and went, oh, I hear a I hear a ghost or something, you know, but it's
You can see why we love John. Just so everyone knows.
yeah.
So go, buddy.
Years. Yeah. But no, so to answer your question, no, there's never been a situation in my life, even when I was little, that I thought, oh yeah, there's something under the bed or whatever. So sorry.
Because John, just so you know, Sam is obviously the brave one of the three of us. He's definitely the one. Caleb is the horror movie expert. I'm the cameraman who normally leaves
And
when
gets scared.
something happens. Yes. And let me show
Scaredy
us.
cat.
Correct. That should be on a shirt for me. But when it comes out, let me show you one very quick video before we let you go, buddy, because I know you got to get back to stuff now. Let me see if I can find. Let's have a look at this one.
Sleeping over at the most haunted jail in Australia.
Branch. Oh, branch going to fall on us, mate. Yep, move across. There. See that?
I'm not scared of you. Just look at them now.
Sorry. So now, I know the skeptics are going to say, well, that was coincidence. Just so you know, that is actually called the haunted hallway at Fremantle Prison by us, by the way, not by anyone else. And we have stayed there twice. And Sam went up and spoke to what he thought was Martha and said, you know, flash the lights, flash. We went back, mate. We went back, what was it, about 3 weeks ago, Caleb, with Casey.
Yeah, we went back about 3 or 4 weeks ago with Casey.
Yep, and we actually stayed in some cells, which is right near the haunted hallway. And mate, this is no word of lie.
With your cell phone?
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Mate, I came out with my camera, sitting in the cell, and literally Sam and I are together, and we go, very simple, Martha, flash the lights now. And this is no word of a lie. We come out, and it goes blink, blink. So I went back in the room. So, mate, we've had a lot of coincidences. I know what you're saying. Depending, you know, if you believe in something, you will see something. But, mate, we will continue to look for coincidences and more proof.
Not coincidence.
Not coincidence. It's always good to have skeptics on. I like skeptics. Caleb, got any final questions before we let John get off? Because I know we got your next couple of guests lined up.
Yep. So the one question I'd have along those lines, my friend, I think the one thing I'd like to say about it is, funny enough, I sat in the same position as I was very, very skeptical in the very beginning. And I'll be honest, I used to take the mickey out of Dad, going, "Come on, Dad, it's just a door, get over it." And I took it consistently, and it got to that point that I don't know when it was, but there was a certain tipping point that stuff kept happening, things kept going wrong, or I can't give too much away in one of our videos. But we went to a place and like our computers were working perfectly. Then they just stopped. Like one of the lights went out.
Do you have a Windows-based computer?
No, mate, we got Apple,
No,
buddy.
okay, Apple. Yeah,
We got Apple.
Then I might be a believer now if it's an Apple. Yeah,
But
Windows.
Sorry,
Maybe go, my Android started acting weird. Woo!
It's ordered. No, just don't buy it.
But the big one we ended up having in the end was the computers ended up stopped working out of nowhere. And then it wasn't till we left the next day and we were all back at home that all of a sudden it started working. And I think that for me was when it started going, okay, that's a bit odd. And then some things started getting said from the spirit talker that I was like, that's pretty close to home. I don't like that one. And then it wasn't until this video that I started sitting there going, ooh. And unlike you, I know you haven't had those ghostly experiences. I count you as so lucky.
I would love it. I mean, bring it on. But I would definitely, even if it still happened to me, I would be going, where is the, what is the angle of the whatever? What is the, my brain would be probably not as scared as trying to figure everything out. But yeah, I'm open to it. I would love to experience it if it's real.
I think what we need to do before Vid Summit, Caleb, we can do this because we've got what? Because, mate, I have a countdown clock on my phone. I think we're about 30 odd days and so on. I think we need to write down all of our coincidences, people who would call them just coincidences. I think we should write them down, mate, and put them into a small video, if you know what I mean, everyone. And John, just so when he's talking about electronics, Computer stopped
yeah,
working. Yep. The actual computer stopped working, and it started working when we left the prison. This is no word of a lie. We had a ghost hunting option, which was working before it. It went nuts. Never happened before because we actually contacted the supplier. It started working as soon as we left the prison. My phone started. Mate, this is the weirdest thing for me, and once again, could be a coincidence. On my computer here, I was doing some editing while I was down there, and one of the icons on my screen started to fault out, as you know, in one of the windows, not the whole screen. I went, okay, return. So, mate, there was a lot of coincidences, which I'll write down. I'll bring it to VidSummit, and we'll go through it.
Yeah,
Mate.
definitely bring it. I would love to see it. And if I was thinking and said, "Oh, spirits, if you're here, turn off the light."
Yeah. Except you know that you turned it off. We didn't turn ours off.
Mom and Dad, turn it back on. Oh, here we go. Okay, great, perfect. I didn't do that either. But if I was at a hotel and there was people wanting to make me believe, I'd be there with the fuse box.
Correct. Now, the one thing everyone has to know is, and I'll let you know as well, none of the stuff that we have is set up at all. And I do mean
you, but if I'm at a hotel and I'm that
hotel, oh no, that'd be different. I agree with you there, mate.
We have a haunted hotel. I'd be the prick in the control room making people poop their pants.
And you'd be laughing.
And I would be great at it.
Correct.
The janitor there would get a crap load of money because he'd have crap to clean up.
Correct.
Every time.
Now, Samuel, when you go to VidSummit, watch this man. All right. If something weird happens around you, look for him. Make sure you find him. Oh, goodness.
I think that's the key word you used there, Dad, was coincidence. And that's the thing. There's been too many coincidences for me to start going, that was when it kind of tipped over. It's when certain things happened one after another that I kind of went, okay, well, if this went that and this went and we said this at the same time, what's really going on? Because I've been so far in the back end of stuff, mate, where it's like I will never mess with a Ouija board ever because I just don't know, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I won't ever touch something along those lines. But
what did the Queen Mary in California? I hear has weird stuff happen, and Dallas is where Kennedy was killed. I'm sure the hospital has weird stories and whatever.
Mate, we're trying to get to the library or the book repository.
Oh yeah, there's tours. There's not tours. Yeah. I mean, you go there and it's a little museum up there. I've been there a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't know if they'll let you film stuff or do ghost stuff. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't, because we're thinking grassy. We don't know what we're going to do, mate. We'll work it out.
Yeah,
but mate, thank you so much for being part of this.
No problem. Have a great time. We'll see you in Dallas, and thanks for having me on. Sorry, I wasn't a believer.
No, mate, it's always good. We now have a challenge to change your mind. Done.
You do. You have a challenge.
Done. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So, Sam, you want to say something before you go?
How did he add those 9+1 things?
He's got an awesome graphic. Look at it. He's haunted now. Now look what you've done. Now
I have a graphics thing with this.
Cool.
That one wasn't a good one, but I have a graphics.
See all the graphics
thing.
one.
So,
on StreamYard, all the graphic stuff. We'll have to learn how to do that.
Oh, that is.
It's on Ecamm. That's a Mac thing too. It's on Ecamm, and
gotcha.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I should have said it was what things? I didn't do anything. It must have been
what I mean.
It's all these mathematical equations appear in front of me, but no, it's been great. I can't wait to watch the rest of the stream and see if there's.
Thank you, my friend. Have a good night.
Soon.
Take care. I think Sterling's ready. Is he?
There we go. Looking forward to it.
Do you remember? There we go. Okay, so Carl, just before we bring Sterling on, looks like JB may not be able to be part of today. Just messaged me just then.
That's okay. So you know. That's okay.
So before we, of course, get to Sterling, let's have a look. Rich says, I've heard that when people spread their loved ones' ashes at Disney, Disney makes their ghost work for as they are a real ghost. I think my family would probably like that. We're Disney tragics when it comes down to those.
Yeah, we are. We're not. Yeah.
Correct. Is something which is good. Now, I want to show everyone another one of these coincidences, obviously, that we've been talking about. So let me just remove this here firstly. Let me just find this coincidence really quickly. Here we go. Where are we?
No coincidence.
Here we go. This one. You ready? Watch this one.
In today's episode, Sam and I investigate Australia's most haunted market that just happens to be built on 7,000 unmarked graves.
Please don't tell me they're following us.
Your fear is my feast.
That is the bad one that's here.
I don't like this already.
Bad things happen.
We do not want to talk to them.
Please. Mate, the app's gone weird. That's not right. Look, this is freaking me out.
I don't
All
know.
these time to get out of here.
Creature. Encounter. Bad ladies here.
Bad ladies here.
Bad ladies here.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yes.
Hell.
Let's go.
You're not safe.
We're not safe.
What's
We're
this?
not safe. Oh my god, seriously. Holy god. Oh, there goes it. It's gone nuts. Don't fall on someone. Oh, Sam. This has gone to a whole nother level, mate.
And they were trying not to stab someone with the actual
Someone could have got
umbrella.
impaled by that. But
Correct.
We,
So
we,
just-
what
Sorry,
was
mate,
that,
just so everyone knows, Sam is listening. He's doing his typical blockhead. He's on to his next Harry Potter. He's doing, what's this one called, mate? I think this one's called, something. You know that blue thing he makes? I don't know. So Sam is listening. He's just getting his Lego done. All right,
Well,
so
that-
sorry, tape. Over to
Dad,
you,
I do have someone to introduce. I do have. Oh, you hear me still?
Yep, I can hear you, buddy.
Perfect. Making sure my mic didn't die. I don't want to have that happen second, Dad. I had my mic die one mic. I don't need it on the second one. All right. So we do have a brand new person to introduce. We do have Sterling on the side. Sterling, I'll bring you in now, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. Do you hear us, my friend?
Guys, fire.
Oh,
How are
mate.
you,
Good
mate?
goal.
Welcome. Could you do me a really big favor? Are you able to turn your phone sideways for me? And it should reset.
Wait.
Oh, maybe not.
Wait,
There we
is that
go.
better now?
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Right,
Perfect.
there we go.
Thank you, mate. It comes out because you
Mate.
actually fit the screen. That's the only thing. So, Casey, sorry,
Right, there we go.
Caleb, go for it, buddy.
Okay, alrighty. So, Sterling, my friend, got a question for you. The big age-old question. Funny enough, we asked your dad about it as well. Do you believe in ghosts, mate?
I do indeed, yes. 100%.
You do?
We
Yeah,
got a
100%.
believer. Oh, welcome to the club, mate. Welcome to the club.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Question, mate. The question for you is, I told Dad when I first started this what we ended up believing in and what got us there. Have you ever had any? You had it. Blimey, that was not English. Have you ever had anything like that happen that kind of got you into gear that made you start believing, made you start going down that path?
You know what? When my childhood house growing up in Collie, we had this downstairs basement, right? And we were renting at the time. We had this locked door that we never opened. And Cooper and I, our entire time living there, we always heard little noises there. We were adamant that that house was haunted. Ever since being a kid, I've always believed in ghosts. I mean, also could have been a possum scratching at the door, but we didn't want to believe that. We wanted to believe it was a ghost. We always believed it was haunted.
Nah,
Haunted by
that's
what,
a leak.
Pardon?
Haunted by what, do you think, man?
Oh, I'm not sure. It was a pretty scary looking house. I'm not entirely sure. I can't answer that with an honest question or an honest answer, but I just have always believed in it. I think there's too many stories, there's too many people out there that have had experiences for it to all just be one big lie, for sure.
No, I get it. And that's what I loved what you said, mate, is you went down the path of the house is old, the house is creepy. And that's the thing. There's so much history. And that's why Dad and I described this channel as literally imagine Scooby-Doo mixed with the blimey, brain's gone. Scooby-Doo mixed with the Ghostbusters. Along those lines, it's literally Scooby-Doo, Ghostbusters, and the History Channel.
All right, okay. I guess you would be Scooby-Doo in that sense.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thank you, Sterling. I was about to say, who are the characters?
Well,
so in
Rod,
other words,
I think you'd be Fred.
oh, thank you very much.
Sammy, and Sammy, you can be Shaggy.
Yes. Caleb's Scooby.
Okay, I'll take. You know what? I'll take Scooby. That's an iconic character. But down those lines, mate, it's like how you said. There's so much history behind so many things, and we go down those paths of like looking into a lot of it. And there's so much history behind a place that no one knew before. And that's the thing. You go into like the Fremantle prison because I remember I was talking to you about it, and you even said to me, "Going, I would not step foot in that place."
Oh, I mean, look, 100%. I'd go there in daytime, but after 7 o'clock, there is zero chance I'm sleeping there or I'm there at dark. Like, I still can't believe you guys did that. I think
neither
that
can we.
I
Just to be
think that
clear.
was such a, I don't want to say waste of time, but that's just terrifying. That's not how I would want to spend my weekend. Is
Mate,
Sober.
as I said to
You don't
Caleb,
do your
there are,
weekends sober.
as I said to Caleb, there are so many other things that you can do in Perth without being terrified, and you chose to do like the one thing that you are terrified doing. And I was, 100% would not be staying there at night.
I was about to say, funny enough, Dad, I didn't tell you. Sterling and I had a laugh about it, and I ended up going down the path of going, this is normal, right? And Sterling told me, like, this is the furthest thing from normal you can get. And
Do you know what my dad and I do when we want to hang out together?
Yeah,
we go to the pub, or we go get lunch.
We don't take me to the pub, Dad. You take me to haunted places.
Sometimes when we're feeling like a bit crazy or something, we go play Time Zone.
Oh,
that's what.
We do that too. But we go to a haunted Time Zone. It's like we actually go to a pub. Like we've got the Albion we want to go to, just so you know. And the Albion is supposedly haunted by one of the old owner's wives who fell down the stairs, where you can actually stay there. So we go for a beer. We just take an EMF detector with us. That's all. It's quality time, buddy. I'll have to get on the line to your dad and say, "What are you doing, mate? Where's your EMF detector? You did pay me out non-stop, as you know."
Don't get Dad onto this, because then he's going to be going around everywhere with his little scanner. He'll be scanning everything. All right, don't do that.
See that. I got to see that. So, have you seen the video, my friend?
Yes, I have.
You have? Perfect. Question for it. Are you wanting to show the clip, Dad, or?
Mate, I will. How about I put while you're describing it, I will put this up for you so everyone knows what we're talking about.
Okay, easy.
We literally, just so everyone knows, we've just released our brand new video, which is Do You Believe? And it's primarily goes along the lines of just asking a simple question: do you believe in ghosts? And we believe we may have some proof that may change your mind, which is this, which is a ghost face that appears within a locked room without any light. That is actually a storage room. And so everyone knows, Casey went down there and spoke to the workers down there and said, like, what is that room for? And they said a lot of people don't go into that room primarily because they get an unusual feeling and they do believe it's haunted. By the way, they said that without seeing our footage because they hadn't seen it. Just FYI. It wasn't a plant asking, have you seen this? And they had to. No, it was literally off the cuff. No, we don't go into that room. Now we know why. So that's what I said. Go for it, Cab.
Yeah. So, mate, you've had a look at that little clip. You've seen that aberration. What do you think? Where's your head at?
Oh, look, it is pronounced. I'll give it that. 100% it's pronounced. It's not like it's, The Conjuring or something like that. Like, there's not Annabelle walking around. But
mate,
in saying that,
he's going to look at Annabelle.
In saying that, it is
We have
pronounced,
an
and I will
Annabelle
give it
there.
that. And the fact that it's there and then it's not, kind of also would have been hard to Photoshop that, I guess. So I was like, I'll give you that. I believe, as I have already mentioned, that I do believe in ghosts and I do believe in spirits and things like that. Like, I 100% think that's out there. I would agree, or I would be on the side of believing that is a ghost at the Fremantle prison. 100%.
Mate, that's the thing about it. And we've had so many people completely different opinions. I'm about to say, I've shown some of the girls I know and they've all went, are you okay? Do I need to call somebody for you? Like I need to get put in some
okay? No, of course we're not okay.
Do I look okay?
Oh, we have figured that out, that you guys are not okay.
Okay.
It took you a while to work it out, but yeah, we're nuts.
And then I ended up going, funny enough, I showed some of my mates the same thing, the same clip. And both my mates, Dylan and Miles, they both had the same reaction of, look, I can't explain that. And their reaction was, I can't explain it, but the problem is I don't want to believe in it. I see it and I do, but I don't want to because I don't want to know what the consequences can be. And they ended up talking about going, I don't want to go back to Freo now. So funny enough, we've gone there twice and we've now had to take the long route around Fremantle to avoid the prison. And I wish I could make that up. the boys are now refusing to go that close. Originally, we had plans to.
I just think there is so much history there. Everyone obviously knows Fremantle Prison. You know, it's a prison, obviously, but you know there's so much history there, and I think it would just be. It would make more sense that there is ghosts there than not. I guess in a sense, after seeing that video, I mean, you know, I'm on the side of believing in a sense. So if you don't believe in ghosts or things like that, I can understand how you wouldn't, but there's just too many things that like align all together that it does make sense.
No, I get you. Sorry, Dad. 2 seconds. I have got something dropping off the table.
You go, mate. I think, yes, Sam, you got a question?
By the way, as you were talking about Annabelle,
Good question.
we have an Annabelle.
What do you mean we haven't? Oh, yes, we have. We actually had the story. I don't think I haven't got it here. Sorry, Sterling, but we actually left one of Sam's stuffed dolls in a graveyard overnight. And
See, again, like that's not a normal thing.
I know it's not a normal thing, but he wanted to test, like I said, what happens if you sleep overnight. So we left it in there, and we actually brought it home, mate. We actually said, okay, we're going to leave. You know, we actually left it outside with the chickens for 3 weeks because we didn't bring it back inside. Then we brought it inside. We thought we'd film it, and we thought we'd film it. And once again, we filmed it, and you know, we thought, here we go. Nothing's going to happen. I'll put a little red light next to it, as well as, of course, obviously a pen and paper just in case. And mate, you wouldn't believe it, but the small little red button moved just a fraction. So I did a time lapse overnight. And that doll now doesn't stay in this house. Definitely not in.
By the way, guys, he's lying. It's in that cupboard.
Is it in there?
I think it is.
No wonder everything keeps breaking in here. The camera didn't work today. The light didn't work today. Why didn't you tell me that? Sorry, mate. The doll's going to be moving somewhere else out of the spooky cave. Or maybe it should stay in the spooky cave. But anyway, that's what we actually had happen. Sorry, Cave, you back, are you, buddy?
I am back. Sorry about so the dog came out and started barking, and I don't think anybody wants to hear him yapping all afternoon.
No, correct.
But yeah,
So,
I ran
mate,
back.
Sorry, go, mate, go.
I was about to say, I lost my train of thought. I think you might have to take over me, Dad. I lost my train of thought all of a sudden.
It's no problem. So, mate, when it comes down to Annabelle, the other thing as well that we had is Caleb's going to be doing the next, I believe, he's going to be doing the next Truth Behind the Horror about Annabelle. Did you see the story of the guy who went touring with Annabelle and unfortunately passed away just recently? And
I did hear about this, and I heard that a priest has to say a prayer every day to, like, when Annabelle's in the locked box.
Yes, correct.
Like someone has to like say a prayer, I don't know, to keep it contained or something like that. And like that's terrifying. And then, you know, The Conjuring, although the movie was 2 hours, those events did happen over a span of 10 years.
Yes.
But it was just all condensed to making it seem like it was, you know, one after the other after the other. Like, again, a lot of things align. I don't know if you could just say, oh, it's a coincidence. Like, I personally wouldn't. I would think too many things align here that, you know, it answers some questions.
Do you know what we're about, mate? And this is something why you bring up Annabelle, which is really important. Because we just went to, of course, we actually went to Japan and actually found one of the original wells. Caleb did, obviously, the truth behind the horror on this about where the ring came from and the original actual footage from that and the actual place. It was terrifying when we were there. And I didn't bring that video either. That's another coincidence. But the point is, we don't poke the bear. No. We do not do Ouija boards. We do not be disrespectful. We do not say that does. It's not that we totally believe, not that we totally don't believe. I prefer to err on the side of caution and respect so we don't have an issue. Like I would not be in the same room with that Annabelle doll. Not only does the doll creep me out, it's just that I don't want to risk it. That's it. That's it for me.
Yeah, and I think that's such a great point as well. Why would you poke it? Why would you go anywhere near it? Like, even if you didn't believe in ghosts or anything like that, would you go pick up the Annabelle doll? I don't think you would.
Did you hear
And
about the guy who went to Annabelle and was disrespectful and then died on the way home in a drive in a car accident?
Like, that's just terrifying.
All right. So you say,
Like-
go on.
By the way, guys, I saw that they were bringing. This is on a short, by the way.
Okay, on a short.
They were
yeah.
bringing Annabelle on a bus to make a tour.
They were doing a tour, and the man unfortunately passed away. Yes, with it, they're on tour. I'm not going on tour with a dog.
No.
And I'm not bringing out my Ouija boards and so on. And of course,
The
obviously, what's John saying here? Evil spirits cause
Evil
little boys
spirits.
to cough and sneeze. Did you hear that? Thanks, John. You just put that in his subconscious. And of course, and Rich says Annabelle looks like I know, and it makes it even creepier. Like, you know, the actual Annabelle from the movies and Annabelle from obviously the actual Annabelle. They're two different things. And Annabelle looks like Raggedy Ann. I can't look at Raggedy Ann the same.
Well, Annabelle's just like a soft, like the real one's just like a soft doll.
Yeah.
With just like with little buttons and things like that. But then the one in the movie is like this big plastic or big hard wooden thing.
Yeah, absolutely creepy. And it's something which I just will not poke the bear. Of course, John is saying, I think if you're raised by people that believe, you will too. That's true. That goes for ghost religion, political. Yes, your beliefs usually guided by those you trust. Very true. And that's very true. But I can tell you, Caleb, how did Brianna, just know Brandon's my daughter, how did Brianna put it best?
Unity.
I think it is a ghost, but I don't want to believe it is a ghost because if I believe it's a ghost, I'm worried about what happens next. Which is that's called head to sand.
In saying that, you had Dad on last week.
Yeah.
What was his opinion? I haven't spoken to Dad about it. So
Your dad,
am I allowed to ask?
Yeah,
of course you can.
Mate. Of course, why not?
You can record it. You can watch it there too.
I didn't know if this is like patient confidentiality or something like that.
Mate, have you met us? No way in the world. Come again.
Funny enough, your dad went a lot down the line of not poking the bear. He didn't really look into it because he didn't want to know. He grew up without that type of thing, and he didn't believe in it because along those lines, like you said, funny enough, you don't poke the bear because you don't know what's actually happening. So he said he kept his distance, didn't really look into it, didn't believe, but also even though he didn't, he wouldn't touch it. Just for that reason of you never know what's there and you don't want to find out in the wrong way.
Yeah, 100%.
And then he was along the lines as well of weird people. Why are you going after ghosts in the middle of the day?
I
because
think
I'm only going to go during the day.
It's so clear. I think to look from the point of view, like it's so precious, you know, that you guys can have such great family time. But maybe pick a new hobby. Like this.
No, I'm staying with this hobby. I'm really staying with this hobby. I love it. I love interacting with spirits. Oh wow!
Do you know,
I really love seeing ghosts in the window. I really do, don't I?
Yes, correct. But you know what you love? One of the most things you love the most is meeting other YouTubers.
Yes.
That is a good point. So you know but you could do like a food review channel. Something that's not haunted.
Could you imagine us doing a food review channel?
No, I just want my dad to get scared. I just want to put him under the bus.
He does too, just so you know. And by the way, it happens. Hang on. Let me just back a little bit here. Do you know when we slept over at the Fremantle prison, Sam?
Yeah.
And we had a bunk bed? Oh, whose bed did you sleep in again?
Mine.
Oh, no. No. Your bed was down the bottom, empty, and you were in my bed.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Caleb was, of course, in the haunted cell. We put him in the haunted cell, everyone to say no with Casey. And it was haunted. But believe me, when that video comes out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, yes, you get a little bit scared. But, yes, point taken, mate.
On what Sterling said, John ended up saying, make food for ghosts.
That'll be the easiest taste test.
Dad, if you give me 2 seconds, I forgot how cold it is here and I cannot bear it. I'm going to quickly go grab a jumper. So I'm going to take myself off and I'll be back in 2 seconds.
No problems, because I have one final question. So question for you. And this is a question. Who or what? Oops, sorry, wrong one. Who or what do you actually think this actually
is.
Well, what's that story of the guy hung at the Fremantle prison?
Which
I remember
one?
hearing that in, I mean, I know a lot of them are hung, but there was one that I think he actually hung himself right in the middle of the prison. Now, I could be talking nonsense here, but I vaguely remember a story when I was growing up. Because obviously, like, you know, when you're in year 4 or 5 or something, you do that, you know, the 3-day trip up to
Prison
Perth.
tour? Yeah.
And, you know, you usually stay at the zoo or you go to the zoo and, you know, stuff like that. And I remember going to the Fremantle prison. I remember hearing that. So, you know, could be that. Also, how many people would have died at the Fremantle prison? There are
Mate.
so many people.
Correct. Hung and let alone anything else. Yes, buddy. Buried there
By
too.
the way,
buddy.
guys, I have an excursion on Monday
Where you going?
to Fremantle.
Ooh, are you?
They haven't told us where we're going.
If you go to the Fremantle prison, that is going to be really weird.
I would love that.
Maybe you can see Martha.
Ooh.
Martha, just so you know, was the only lady who was actually hung at the prison. Supposedly, she actually killed all of her kids or kids she was looking after. And that's the face you see in the windows, obviously, at the Fremantle prison. And of course, that Sam actually saw. But let me see. I think I might have. You just have a look at this part here. This is why. Where are we? This is why we only ghost hunt during the day, mate. What's this? This is Caleb's first ghost hunt live, buddy. What's this?
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
I went on my very first ghost hunt in a graveyard with my brother, and I saw something. I was mortified and excited at the same time. I'm so glad I've joined the spooky squad. But have you?
Now, there's a little bit of story behind that. People say, oh, no, okay. The literal spirit talker was literally saying nonstop behind the tree, right next to you, and so on. And he only picked that up because he followed what the spirit talker said. And that is in the graveyard, which is right near us. It was a Fremantle graveyard where we found Bon Scott, one of our first things. So Caleb went through that. Mate, that was your first ghost hunt, was it not, Caleb? Very, very first. And we did that live, just so you know, Sterling. Live as in here, live.
Yeah, that was my first ghost hunt. And I was thrown under the bus because I didn't fully agree that I was going to be going to a cemetery during the day.
I forgot to tell you. That's right.
Yeah, thank goodness it was during the day, because if it was during the night, I would have said some other words that would have included me running for the hills, because that's not happening. Freo prison overnight was a stretch. Going to a cemetery at night, not happening. I don't have that much guts in me. I can tell you that. That's diabolical. You can't be doing that.
Comment. This is the best comment so far, John. That is exact. I'm guessing everyone likes his new haircut, as in this one. Let me just go back again so everyone can see.
No, you don't have to go back. You don't have to go back to show the hair. You don't have to do that.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Dad,
I went
there. So obviously, yeah. Mate, I have follicle envy when it comes down to those things. I wish I could have my mop top like that. All I can nowadays is have nothing for a day. Sorry, mate, you were saying, sorry.
There's a lot of things I want to say, but none of them are allowed to be said on live, to be honest.
I think I can mute you, can't I? Sorry, go on, mate. Go.
Oh, can you? Am I muted? Can't hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy.
Oh, okay. You're lucky. I thought you muted me for a sec, so I was about to say I was going to say something and get myself in trouble. Yeah, there you go. So it's along those lines, mate. That certainly there's so much going on, and that's the thing. Like, definitely not a normal hobby. I can tell you that much. A normal person.
Oh, no, we did establish that.
Yeah, a normal person would go and pick up golf. A normal person would probably go do this stuff. But funny enough, it's odd, and I don't get it, but Sam loves this stuff, and to be honest, the more I do it, the more I fall in love with it. And it's like you've seen Alice in Wonderland and the rabbit hole.
Yes,
it's if you jump in, you just find out how deep the rabbit hole really goes, if you know what I mean, and it just keeps going.
You know what? Now I'm more worried that Sam loves it. Now I'm thinking, you know, like I just watched that movie. Last week, you know, with the kids, the Antichrist.
Yes. Yeah. What's his name? I know that. I know. Yeah.
What's the movie? I watched the old one, like the 1976
the original
one.
Yes. Yep.
And now I'm terrified that like Sam's turning into this. If this is like if this is what he loves, like
he's the
imagine what he's going to be like at 18. Like what's the?
Okay, he is definitely a Sinclair. Let me show you what he's turning into, mate. You ready? This is not spooky, but you'll see what I'm doing. No to that happy little kid. And this is the moment I wish I'd said no.
Not going upside down?
Yeah, can we go on it again?
Go on it again. I knew you'd say that. By the way, that's his first roller coaster.
So safe to say Sam's just an adrenaline junkie.
He's a bit nuts. Yeah, he's a bit nuts.
Very much
in
so.
a good way.
Like, I don't know if you've seen it. You know the Hulk in Orlando in Florida. There's at Universal. There's the Hulk. There's a Hulk roller coaster. One of the biggest and fastest ones.
Yes, Caleb. We have gone on it together.
We have,
yes.
Mate. It to this day still gets my blood pumping. But Sam wanted to go on it, and he was actually gutted that he wasn't the right height to go on. He was.
What is it? It's like 0 to 100 and something, like disgustingly quick. I remember that.
Seconds. Mate, it makes your stomach feel like it's pulling in itself, and that's when we kind of went down the path of going, all right, maybe Sam is a bit of adrenaline junkie, and he loves it, and that's the thing. We were at the Frio prison, mate, and I don't think I got a single second where he did not decide that pushing my buttons or trying to jump scare me or put me on the edge of my chair wasn't a good move.
And in the end,
that's also just being a younger brother. I do the exact same thing with Cooper. When I see Cooper, my goal for that day is how can I annoy him, which usually ends up being a fight because he usually gets in my head and then I regret everything I did. But it's just that part of being a younger brother, mate. You just don't get it.
I don't. I get just being awesome. I get that part.
Don't worry, he keeps playing up that he's the middle child.
You're pushing it now, that's for sure.
Sam forgot he doesn't like heights. Yes, Mike, it's going so fast he forgets it's there. And just to add something, just before we get into some of the other items we want to do here, is Sam actually went on to the dinosaur ride, which is the Predator ride, and he's the only one in the family who went on it so much he passed out. He actually got to the end of the ride. He was dangling, passed out.
Is this where I had to carry him off the ride?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said, can I go on it again? Because he forgot part of it because he passed out.
So, and then, by the way, he got off and he was pale white. And we went, all right, you're done. We're sitting you down. We're getting you water. We're getting you food. We're going to get you safe first off. And then if you're still not better, we're taking you home. He kicked it back into gear, got better in about 4 minutes, but he was sitting there pale going, can we do it again?
Yes. And that's all he wanted to do, didn't you? Yeah, just want to do it again.
By the way, guys, I literally almost puked.
Yes.
By the way.
But
I was literally about to puke on Caleb.
Yes. Did you want to go back on again?
Imagine how much fun Sammy would have been when we were doing kids club.
Take me back.
We would have been kicked out a day earlier. We were kicked out a day earlier, but we would have been kicked out 2 days earlier. I reckon.
You would have been kicked out. I'm saying, it's just been no. Sorry, we don't take no.
We told you about that story, didn't we, Dad? Where Sterling and I went out on a
they were trying to control you all and keep you all controlled, and I said,
This was on the croc. The alligator.
The croc field. Don't worry.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Don't worry.
I was talking about that the other day with someone, and I was trying to figure out the health and safety protocols of that croc ride. Like when I look back at it, it was so unsafe. You know,
and they lost kids and found them again.
You're on the Florida Everglades, and you're parking up right next to like 20 crocodile or 20 alligators, and there's no real side railing or anything like that.
Just one of the airboats. Just one of the ones with a fan on the back. So you're literally sitting there. You could jump. You could fall off the edge in a second. And mate, we were not that smart that we were putting our head over the edge of the boat to look into the water. And I remember we gave the lady a heart attack.
That's right. You wore that stupid Russian hat the entire time. I remember that. You bought that in New York. The flap hat. There was definitely moments of embarrassment The big,
There is-
that big fluffy hat. Oh, that was
There's
terrible.
certain things I wish I could take back, but you know what? I've got to find that hat. I think that's going to be the next thing I wear to Halloween.
Leave
If I can
leave
find
that
that.
in the cemetery overnight.
Yeah. I wouldn't wear it just because now,
Yeah.
let alone anything else. All right. So, any other questions for Sterling K before we're getting up to just past the 1 hour mark? Have you got anything else? Any other questions, for Sterling, before we move on?
I think we've gone through the main gist of it, to be honest. I'm also happy we have another
One
person that
believer.
believes and looks into it. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on. I do appreciate it, and yeah, I'm definitely a believer. 100%.
No problem, mate. It was great fun. Thanks for
Always
coming.
awesome. Also, make sure you
You got-
stay on the stream somehow because we're just about to give away 5 free memberships. Just so you know. This is a hint for everyone.
What's 5 free memberships?
Well,
Oh,
mate,
that's a
that
great
is-
lead-in.
You know what? That is a fantastic question, mate, when it comes down to it. Well done. Good. That wasn't led, by the way. Just so everyone knows, we do have memberships on our Solve the Spooky channel, which gives you behind-the-scenes access to us as well as access to all of our videos ahead of the rest of the world. Some of them start at $1.40 a month. It's really, really cheap. And primarily, it's just about having some fun together and building the Spooky Squad because we do love the Spooky Squad. We have so much fun with everyone here. So now I think it's, but without further ado, mate, I think we need to go ahead. How about, Son, you stay here, buddy. Vesix, before we get into that, buddy, I'll just have to put some of these. Hi, Sam, finally back. Yes, he is back. He is well. And guess what? He's nearly finished his blockhead. So I'm going to run out of time. Just so you know, Sterling, we have a saying in the family primarily. Sam has to do a blockhead. By the time he's done his blockhead, we have to have finished the live stream. As you can see, he gets frustrated sometimes, but I don't do it because we'd never finish the live stream, just so we know.
It'd end up against the wall.
Correct.
Oh.
Correct. So let's go ahead. Now, give me 2 seconds. I'm about to go, and I think it's going to appear. Let's have a look.
So,
I'm going to go ahead.
I can give a little description of it, Dad. So the 5 free memberships, Dylan, are along the lines of have you ever seen where you could subscribe to a membership on YouTube to channels or to people, or let's say Netflix. You subscribe to Netflix, get the subscription so you can end up watching Netflix. This is the same sort of style. People can end up getting a membership to the account and they get to see our videos either a day or a couple days before, as soon as it's ready, so they can see it before the rest of the world, have their own talk show. They get to see posts we make to only that membership channel so they can see it and it gets more in depth. And it ends up being a lot of fun. It gets them like engaged and gets them a part of us. So we can talk more one-on-one. And what you can do is you can give out 5 free memberships. And the thing is, we do not actually get to choose who they go to, funny enough. It is completely lotto picked. You know, it just goes to 5 random people on the live.
Picked by
absolutely. All right.
And mate, I have to do a congratulations. Congratulations to Dawn Mitchell, Tanya Belt, The Truth Spitter, Michael G, and Wannabe Jingle, I think it's called. You have just won a gift. And Katie, do you know what I think we should do today? I think we should do something that everyone didn't expect. I think we need to give away another 5. That's what I think. Don't worry, John lost. Mate, you never know. We're going to give away another 5. Yes, sorry.
You want to do another 5? I'm down. I'm never going to say no. Give me one.
We're going to give away 10, not 5. Are you sure?
10.
You sure?
10.
Well, the boss has spoken, everyone. Looks like we're going to be giving away 10 memberships now, not 5. So here we go. Drum roll. If I had drum roll sound, I would do it, but let's have a look. Here we go.
If I do it on the mic, you'll tell me off. So
correct. Here we go. Give me 2 seconds.
But yeah, it's always a lot of fun, Sally. You just kind of end up getting around it, have a look around it, and people love it. And that's the thing. We've got so many people here we see often.
Wait, how many people are on the live? Do you know?
Mate, I can't keep track as I'm going back and forth with these things. But okay, we've now
so
just
hopefully I got a solid chance if you're giving away.
Here we go. I'm going to read them out. Oh, we've got 3, 4. I won't read them out yet. 5, 6. Here we go. It's picked to 6. So far. Okay, so far it's got those. We've got Tammy Trot, But First Coffee, Living Mushroom, Alan Williams, Cruiser, I think it is, and SQ Wild has won so far. Letting the other stuff go through those now. So well done, everyone. We're just giving through those. And of course, John says, a ghost just told me I'm a loser. We wouldn't say that, mate. We wouldn't say that. We'd say You're lucky in other areas, winning tickets in other areas, but not necessarily a house.
Oh wait, I think John Pullman got one.
No,
Do you know
he
why?
didn't. No,
Because
why?
it takes a long time to get to America.
It does take a long time to get to America. Remember when they're speaking to you, you have to speak in the microphone. They won't hear you, buddy. Not too close, though. Not too close.
I know.
Beautiful.
Oh,
you should work that out now. So
Now my
anyway,
ears are ringing.
correct. So Sterling, thank you very much for being part of it, mate. You want to get Sterling out? We'll go to the final part and we'll wrap this up, Kate.
No
All right,
problem. Thank you very much.
See you
Sterling.
later.
I'll see you soon, my friend. Bye. There we go, Dad. There's a lot going on now. I'm about to say we've had so many different people on it, and there's from the very beginning we've had the boys on, Dad, and someone we've had John on, we've had Sterling on, we've had Miles, we've had Dylan, we've had Grant, we've had so many people now that it's, how do I put it? There's so many different stories to it and so many different angles that the more you, like I said before to Sterling, is it's like a rabbit hole. The deeper you go, the more you find out, and you find out it's not just you. That's the best part about it.
Correct. And it's not
But
just
it doesn't make it not weird.
There are so many coincidences going on. Now, let me show you one more coincidence. Now, people are going to say this is not very much, and this is a ghost hunt that Sam and I did without Carla. But let's have a quick look at this one.
Oh,
Let's have a
thanks.
Window.
Move the curtains right now.
Stay open-minded.
Did he move those?
We need more
Holy
evidence.
moly, he is.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Yeah, Jack, I am going to take it easy. You're freaking me out.
So just so everyone knows, we actually went to the bell tower here. We actually found that the bells that are at the bell tower in Perth actually rang to welcome home James Cook after he found Australia. We went home and they actually rang, and they donated them to Perth. And attached to those is supposedly a ghost by the name of Jack. And Jack actually was attached to those bells primarily because he fell in love with a woman who was actually promised to another person. And then during her wedding to the other person, he climbed up to the top of the steeple and actually tried to stop the bells from ringing, which therefore back in those times, I do ring the bells, welcome, and well done, you're married. And the thing was his arm got tied up inside the bell things, and he actually fell. His arm was torn off, and he bled to death. And they say that his spirit has actually traveled with the bells because there's noise. That's what's called Noisy Jack. And we were going around the bell tower, and we thought, once again, we're going to go there, listen to the bells, ding dong, and leave. No, that is not the case. We had random bell ringings for no reason. No one was in there. By the way, we were in that room when it wasn't open. There was no air conditioning. There was no window open. There's nothing whatsoever. So it was certainly something which certainly made it interesting. So what are you using to talk to? How does it claim to talk to spirits? Okay. Good one, John. John's asking a question about, we actually use a multitude of apps, mate. We use a spirit talker. We use EMF. We use EMF on my phone. We also turn off, listening. You know what I mean? So therefore it can't listen to us. Go, Sam. Spirit talk detector.
Like this. Sorry, guys.
We use Ghost, Spirit Talker, and then Casey and I on that night in the Fremantle prison used a different sort of one. So we're using all different types, but mainly the one we use is Spirit Talker. That's the main one we use, and we can get infrared type style. We can get words. Oh, there you go. I always love the look of that, Dad. I love the look of the just the interface.
It is a lot of fun in doing those things. And now I'm just thinking, do I have net? I think what I'll do, mate, is there's one video I've got to show everyone here. So we just got
blame.
Yeah, don't blame the apps for being
Remember,
wrong.
Sam, put the phone away. We do not ghost hunt at home.
Never.
I refuse to ghost hunt at home. You never ghost hunt where you sleep. That is the big one we do because you want to be able to sleep well at night. You don't want that thought going around your head.
Correct.
I was just showing them, by the way.
Yes.
No, man, mate. It's good idea to show them. They'd love to see.
Let me see I'm just going to show you all how we use a spirit talker. Let me see if I can work this out. Let's have a look. Is this the video? Give me 2 seconds.
Old jail where Ned Kelly was hung when the ghost app said burial, so naturally we went looking for the grave. Then it said skull, deep, secret. So we followed the clues like absolute maniacs through cell blocks upstairs, and bam, Ned Kelly started talking to us through the spirit talker.
Who are you?
Door.
He mentioned Emily twice. Turns out there's a college built right over the old prison graves, and yeah, it's called Emily. Then our editor Casey found something in the footage. Something behind us, a shadow, a face, right when the app said "My blood."
It's creepy as hell in here.
We think we now know where Ned Kelly's missing skull is. Click the link and prepare to get goosebumps.
So just so everyone knows, that's our Ned Kelly video where Sam and I were in Melbourne and the girls had gone off shopping. We decided we would just go do a ghost hunt at the old Melbourne jail. And we, of course, took our ghost hunting app and we thought, oh, no, we just won't find anything. You know, it's beautiful history there and we'll come out. The actual, we didn't know about any of the lost skull of Ned before we went there. We didn't know about Emily. We didn't know about everything. And the ghost app actually then ended up saying, what did it end up saying, Sam? How many things did it say? Family members. What else? Emily. But what else did it say? Family members. Yeah. And then other stuff there when it comes down to, it also said the police officer that he actually took out. It spoke about his mum, spoke about the burial site, which we learned. And so there's so many coincidences. I just wanted to show you that because that's what we're about, finding out.
Question for you, Dad. Do you think people, because people here, we've got people who watch from the US, we've got people from the Philippines, we've got people from everywhere that watch. Do you think they know who Ned Kelly is?
They may not even know. So Ned Kelly was.
You're a better storyteller than I am.
So Ned Kelly is one of the most famous bushrangers here in Australia. He actually lived in Melbourne, Victoria. He ended up being hung in the Melbourne jail when I believe he was 24 for. Okay, go say yep. He actually got hung at 24, and then obviously change of footage. And then obviously, nah, it's all right, buddy. Sam's just gone to get some snacks. We'll be wrapping up soon because he's made his bucket. So anyways, he was hung. He actually got hung because he murdered a police officer as well as for robbery, and same thing with his brothers and so on. He was a guy who wore the metal helmet and the metal armor and protected himself from the police officers trying to get him. And in the end, they buried the people that were hung in the Melbourne jail on the Melbourne jail premises. What they ended up doing is they ended up digging up Ned Kelly's bones and so on, but they lost his skull. They did have it at the beginning, but they thought someone had stolen it. They didn't know where it was. And we didn't know about this mystery until we went into the jail. And then it started talking about the Emily. It's buried deep. And actually, they do believe that his skull has been buried or still buried underneath the Emily and Univis, because that was where the burial ground was for all the inmates who were hung at the Melbourne jail in the late 1800s. So once again, we didn't know any of this going into it. So people say, "Oh, but hang on, you must have said something to the spirit talker, which then led you down that path." And we go, "No, because we didn't know anything about it. We actually didn't know most of this until we started editing." For example, the spirit talker were going, "Okay, who are we talking to?" And it's going, "Door behind the door." Okay, we open the door. There's Ned Kelly's Ned Kelly's helmet. Then it spoke about his father. Then it spoke about his mother. Then it spoke about his birth date. Then it spoke about his birth. Goodness me, there is so many coincidences.
Too many things exactly. There's too many things that happened leading up to each other that made you feel a bit off. And the thing is, I've loved the story of Ned Kelly since I was a kid, because that was the thing about his metal armor. You literally saw, imagine a bucket that went over your head and had a little eye slit, probably just like that. And same with the chest plate. And the reason that he wore that was because he was a bushranger. They didn't have Kevlar. They didn't have these bulletproof vests. They literally had metal. So he would walk around wearing this metal on horseback. And the amazing story. And that's why when I saw that was probably, if you didn't know, one of my favorite videos, Dad, because I learned so much. One, about Ned Kelly. Two, I got to see a story about it. I just sat there going, feeling like I was a kid again, but had a bit of a different twist to it, if you know what I mean.
And made learning. We went to the Fremantle prison and they started talking about Moondyne Joe, and Sam over here spoke about everything about Moondyne Joe. He knew everything from where he came from, what he did, what he was married, when he died, how he died, everything, because of the videos we're doing, mate. And that's the fun part. So firstly, Vinny says, of course, hang on, wait on. He says, "Hey, Sam, have an amazing Arsenal football jacket." He's a bit cold.
Let's go, Arsenal.
Correct. It is winter down here. Of course, another Samuel says, "I'm back. How are you doing?" We're doing really well. We are coming to the end of the stream because we do try and keep these to about an hour because poor Sam gets aboard in the end because he has made his blockhead, just so everyone knows. Don't think it'll actually...
Yeah, the sun's also outside freezing. So the problem is, I know John was telling me how cold it was there. Dad, I don't think I could survive. If it got that cold and I was sitting outside doing a stream, I think I would freeze.
Mate, negative 20 is about negative 34 Celsius, mate, for us. Around figures. So
Negative
cold.
34?
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
Cold.
survive. I wouldn't
Frozen
survive.
pool cold, frozen car cold, everything very, very cold when it comes down to this. So, of course, obviously, Sammy, we are doing well.
Oh, look. Oh, the pool's frozen.
Yes, correct. And then your backyard's
It does
frozen, and your car's frozen, and everything else. Goodness me. So, anyway, I just wanted to show everyone one last very quick video, which, of course, is the promo for our brand new video, which has just actually dropped. It is, of course, Do You Believe? It's where we go through all the ghost hunt stuff to be able to go through those. I just want to show you a very quick breakdown of it and watch it. You got it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Samuel, this is our friend.
Moondial Joe, are you here?
Ancient spirit, you will see me. He's over there.
He's over there.
He's over there, not in the windows. He's not in the windows, is he? Can someone see us behind the windows?
Ancestors watch over. See me.
Oh, no.
Did you see that?
Death is not the end.
No, Dad, it's not the end because I'm seeing you in the bloody windows.
Are you frightened? They killed me.
They killed me.
They killed me. The old Melbourne, goodness me, the old Perth jail. It's actually the original jail in Perth in the late 1800s. Go, Sam.
Sorry, this is about. This was before this. Just imagine ice skating on your pool.
Yeah.
And you're still on the pool part.
Just imagine.
Imagine trying to clean it.
You'd
So
have
if
to
you
wait.
want to know what our backyard is, we can show you a photo.
swimming.
Actually, if you want to know what our backyard is, just become a member and we'll show you some behind the scenes footage, because Sam is just about to film a behind the scenes footage here. So you see how we set this up, where Caleb's actually sitting and everything else, just so you know what we do it. But that's for members only, just so you know.
So whoever got it this live stream,
That's correct.
you're very lucky.
That's right. Let me have a quick look.
It's
okay.
cold in Michigan.
Look
in
at
Sam.
the Winchester Mystery House. I've looked at the Winchester Mystery House, Rich. I have looked at that, and we definitely want to go there. We are in the US in October. And I think we're stuck with. So far, we're going to San Francisco. We've got Alcatraz planned. We've got a couple of haunted hotels I want to have a look at. We've also got Florida, where we're going to go to Disney. We've also got Dallas, where we're going to be going to Vid Summit as well. And John says it's cold in Michigan in winter. Yes, mate. We are complaining about getting down to 3 degrees Celsius, which I think is about 3 degrees here for us is about maybe 40. So it's not that cold compared to everyone. And so is Salem. Oh, so like Carter would like to go to Salem. Oh my goodness me. Salem, yeah, we'll send you in.
Funny enough, I've always have been interested in the Salem witch trials, like all that type of stuff. Because one of the creepiest movies I remember that I have watched was when you and I spoke about it, the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
Nah, never gonna get over that movie. Never getting over it.
Like, leave us in the chat, guys. What is the scariest movie you've ever seen? Like, literally, leave it in the chat.
I needed to know because I've got tomorrow off, so I need some movies to watch. I need some horror movies to line up, Dad. I need something that's gonna actually put a bit of a shock to my soul.
And also some stuff for the truth behind the horror.
By the way, one more question: Have you ever watched it? Have you?
Is it your favorite horror movie?
100%.
100%.
You just like that because Dad's terrified of clowns.
Correct. And you haven't seen the whole thing. So turn it off.
My second favorite has to be Chucky.
Chucky.
Oh,
you haven't seen Chucky?
I'm about to say you haven't seen him. I'm surprised you
haven't
know.
seen
Oh
Chucky.
no, he knows because I've spoken
So
about
everyone, he
Chucky.
hasn't seen the movie. He's seen shorts on it.
I've seen YouTube shorts on it, and I already love Chucky.
You love Chucky.
Oh.
You love Chucky because, by the way, my favorite movie is Ready Player One, and the Chucky part in Ready Player One is awesome. It is so
that
fun.
is just so much nostalgia.
So fun. So much
That's
fun.
why.
So
That's why
I'm just rebooting what I broke. Man.
Did you break Sam's Lego?
Yeah, I did, but I'm fixing it.
Can't be
There you
doing that.
Is it fixed? It's fixed. We need this. So it doesn't fall over. That's what it does.
Dad,
I need this.
I think this is my favorite emote that's been put up so far.
Yes. What's that?
What?
Mate, seriously, I do not like clowns, and I work for a clown. I don't even understand my logic.
Yeah,
I cannot go to I actually cannot go to circuses because I'm actually scared I'm going to have a reflex and punch the clown in the face. You know when someone tickles you and you just I'm scared something's going to come up and go, and I'm just going to left hook, right hook, and I'm going to be in big trouble because I'll say, look, don't come near me. Anyway, that's I can't.
So does that little emoji give you the heebie-jeebies?
Yes, it does. I cannot stand it. It's off the screen. Thank you very much. I watched Chucky months ago. Yes, Samuel, which is pretty good. Yes, buddy.
Love you.
Love you too.
I'm about to say, funny enough, Dad, on the clown aspect, little fun story for everybody else. Oh, I started. Oh,
don't. Okay. Do not come to Vid Summit in a clown. You will know because cannot.
Come on, John.
Cannot tell you what may happen.
John. Do it, John.
No,
Do
definitely
it,
not.
Do it,
I'm
John.
about to say, funny enough, when I was I remember it was one Christmas, Dad, and I remember I came home with it, and I think I got you and Arnie Gemma because I remember we went to the Christmas shop and they had this doll that they could not sell to save their life. That I bought something and they went, take this, I don't want it, and it's still on our roof. Still on our roof because I don't want to take it out anymore because the thing's terrifying. It's got the creepiest face and it looks kind of distorted as well because it's been in the shop so long that it looks like it's been broken and put back together. But they gave it to us free of charge and I took it home and I remember I hung it from the top of a stair above the front door. So imagine here's the front door. There's the stair thing here and it was hanging from here right in front of the front door with its face literally right there. And I remember Dad walked in. And it was great. It was great. I did it to my auntie as well, but I dropped it in front of her, and I think she was about to have a full boxing match with an inanimate object.
Well, thank you, John, for the photo.
What have you
I won't
done?
show it here to everyone. I'll show you later, Carl. It was just a bit of a clown adage, so typical.
Oh, no.
Do not come to Vid Summit with something of a clown on.
Please do.
Because
Please do. I would love that.
Cannot
Please do.
tell you how I will react.
Please do.
Like, have you
I
seen
can't
those,
promise I'll be friendly.
Do you know when those? Do you know when those clowns turn up to people's houses, and there's always in the video where the clown turns up a bit drunk, and the guy punches him in the nose, and his nose gets flattened. I will not be able to control myself. I can show everyone. Okay, no problems at all, John. Give me 2 seconds. I will then get this message. 2 seconds.
I was about to say, I'm sitting here with ants in my pants. I can't wait. I was sitting here going, maybe I'll run in next.
Oh, it's just if you can think of a nightmare, like it's just I cannot do them. Hang on, give me 2. I'll just save it.
Hello, Pencil the artist.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Pencil. Welcome back. Glad you can be back with us. It's a lot of fun about it. So we've been having a whole chat about all the paranormal things that's been going on. We've had a conversation about our videos that have been going out. We had a whole convo about our brand new video, Ghostface, that's also just coming out. And it's been great. We had a couple of people on. We had John on. We had Sterling on. We had a great time. It's been good fun. But Dad, I want to see you with these on. I'm going to have to buy you these for like Christmas. John says he has huge leather clown
shoes, mate. Like,
I need to get those for you for Christmas.
Do you like Ronald McDonald?
He's definitely a clown. Sorry, I'm just looking at this photo. Hang on, sorry. Let's have a look. So I've got to get this photo up.
Are you trying to get it to work?
Yes, I certainly am.
I see you're trying to put it on. But yeah, no, I'm about to say, I'll let everybody know. So for the people that are here, let me make this work because I cannot figure this out. Wrong one. Hey, let's go. Right one, I think. There we go. Yeah. So if everybody doesn't know, we have today given away 10. No, blimey, we've given away 15 now today, Dad. So we do have memberships up for grabs. If you look at our channel at the moment, you go onto the channel, you can see the membership page. It's pretty simple to bring up. It literally gives you the ability to quickly look into. Oh, what the? Okay.
Now you can see what I'm talking about. What I had to try and get this photo up. This is every nightmare that I think I've ever had thrown together at a stage where I cannot. Like if I ever see a therapist, it will 100% be. So, what do you dream of? A bloody clown. What happens to the clown? He doesn't survive. That's about it.
Oh,
And okay, here you go.
that brings me to
This is-
laughing tears.
My biggest one of my biggest nightmares, apart from being eaten by a bloody great white shark. Do you know when you have that nightmare where things just don't stop? And you have my nightmare is where the creepy clown, like from It, comes out, and you punch it, it keeps coming. You shoot it, it keeps coming. You throw it off a bloody thing, it keeps coming, and it does not stop. That absolutely. That's why with clowns when they come with their meh, meh, routine and bloody squirting water crap, and oh my god, nah.
That reminds me, funny enough. I'll quickly give a little rundown on this new horror movie I did see recently, Dad, that I think you like. It's called Walking, or The Walking, I believe. And it's called The Walking. Yeah, because it's an entity that gets passed on. Have you seen Truth or Dare, where you ask somebody Truth or Dare and then they're now a part of the game?
Yeah. So
imagine that concept, but behind it is what you've got. It's called The Walking, and there's somebody who passes off a spirit to you, and this spirit doesn't chase you. It doesn't do anything like that. It just follows you. It walks. It never runs.
I'm actually trying to look it up. Is it
I
called The Walking?
I believe. Look up horror movie, slowly walking person or something. A horror movie following. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up, and I'll put it on the page soon so people can find it. But it's the entity gets passed on to you, and it follows you. It just keeps following. But the problem is if it catches up to you or it touches you,
Is it called The Long Walk?
I think it might be.
Let me have a look.
But what it ends up doing is if it touches you, you die. So you can get on a plane and fly halfway across the world, and it still has to walk to you. Still has to walk to you. But the problem is, because it's walking, it's always coming. You'll never have your guard off. You're always stressing about it being nearby. And the problem was, I remember it was one scene in it where she knew it was there. She flew across the world. She waited 2 months, and she was safe. And she woke up in the middle of the night to see it had opened the front door, and she tried to get out because it was slowly coming, and it was dripping wet with water because it had come to the ocean. It was terrifying. It was the thought of it continuously coming, no matter what you did, it didn't stop. That was the scary part. It'll whittle you down.
Caleb, by the way, I actually seen some horror like shorts. By the way, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And I actually saw that story once.
Yeah.
So
good story.
So basically, it wasn't like your story, but it was kind of resembled. So just think of this, okay?
They weren't here.
You're out of the window.
That's right.
So you're looking out of the window to see a guy with a bag on his face. Okay? Then you look around to tell your sister, "Oh, hey, you alright? Okay?" Like blah blah blah.
Yes.
And then you see it at the front door.
Yes.
And you're like,
So like the Weeping Angels, mate, from Doctor Who.
And you're like,
oh, don't do that. No, those are trauma.
Talk to her sister. Looks behind him. Wasn't there? He was literally killing his sister.
Well, that's not bloody good. That's definitely a horror film. But if anyone is a Doctor Who fan, you know what I mean by the Weeping Angels, where if you stop looking at them, they move. And as long as you keep looking at them, they can't move. That scared my kids and me. Every time we went to another things, we actually came through and found it. It's always scary. Yes, buddy.
Pretty much.
So is there anything else you got to talk about today, Dad? Do we have anything else on the agenda? Or I think we've mainly got everything.
I'm just having a look here, just reminding everyone, of course, obviously our merch store is brand open. It is literally set for items there. It is, we make no money at all from these. It's just primarily set at base price. So we can just spread the love to the Spooky Squad. We've also got the TikTok channel, Solve the Spooky, which is on TikTok. Caleb is managing that for me. He's got some massive things coming behind, which is also the truth behind the horror. And that has just literally started. A brand new video has just dropped. If you haven't seen it already, please do me a favor and watch it, share it, like it. You know what I mean? To help the channel out, because it really does help us out. And Sam has something. Yes, buddy?
Do you want to give away 5 memberships?
I think we have to. Do you want to do it again, or are we going to save it for the next one? for the video to come for the second time.
Okay.
Again.
We will give away
The boss has
5 more
spoken.
memberships to the Spooky Squad because we're just about to film a behind the scenes, aren't we? Just about to. So, in other words, and just so everyone knows, the actual behind the scenes stuff is only given to our members, as well as our members do get access to our videos way before everyone else. And it's just being able to join the Spooky Squad as well as help out the channel continue. So, here we go. Let's give these away, okay? Let's have a look. Let me get this here. Let's thing is I've just got to put this through on YouTube, and just so everyone knows, they are chosen at random by YouTube, not by us. And here we go. I have just started the ticker. Here we go. Let's see who's going to win. The gift memberships have been gifted, and now they're going to announce the winners if there is anyone. Of course, obviously. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's happening here? Waiting.
There you go, Dad. I just found out I can put the Solve the Spooky is gifted 5 to the memberships. I can put it on the screen. I didn't know.
Oh, there we go. He knows how to do it now, which is good. Caleb's learning how to use to actually use StreamYard behind us, and it looks like it's still waiting on being able to do it. So YouTube is going to do its magic thing. We'll wait here. So Caleb, to answer your question, no, mate, there's nothing else we've got to go through here. Kept, of course, obviously to go through the mug works great. Good, Rich. We know, buddy. It's really good you're using the mug. We love, as you can see, I love our mugs as well.
They're so good. They work so well.
We do use them all. Of course, John is saying, now we're going to say the ghosts are messing this up. Yes, mate. That's exactly what I'll be saying. No, I won't say that. It's called me messing it up when it comes down to those
I'm
things.
just wondering.
Yes.
It's not popping up because every single one of them is in America.
Yes. Possibly. Yeah, possibly. And it's just once again waiting for it to do its thing. Who knows what it's going to do? We don't understand it. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So, yes, Cap, I think that's it, mate. We've been going for nearly an hour and 32 minutes. And I think that's about it for our live stream. But any other thing you want to bring up, mate?
I've mainly hit the main of it. I'm about to say, yeah, I'll go down the line of just quickly saying, if you want to join the TikTok page, that is where you can get into contact with us. Along the lines of we have memberships, we do giveaways and that type of little thing with hidden words in the videos. And if you can find them, fantastic. You just message them on through to me through the Solve the Spooky TikTok page, and I can get everything else done for you. It's a bit of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. We've got the series Truth Behind the Horror with a whole different spin on horror movies. We've got short little snippets for that little end of the night routine. Let's say you're about to go to bed and you just want to have a quick little look around. We've got some little clips on there for you to watch. So if you want to come stop by, come say hello. We'll always there. Be happy to chat.
Correct.
So, that's main thing.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. He's got the golden hands. Yes, they are gold nuggets, just so everyone knows.
That's a little
Can I have one? Anyway, thank you, everyone, for being part of this live stream. We will go off and film the behind the scenes just for our members right now. As always, stay safe. And Sam always does the exit. What have you got, Sam? Go. Oh, hang on. Wait on. Quickly, thank you also for John and for Sterling being part of our Spooky Squad and being part of all this. Thank you so much. We know it's a bit weird, but thank you so much. Go, Sam.
Oh, Melissa. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, hang on. Wait on. There's something else here. Do you have a box for people to send stuff? Well, when it comes down to P.O. Box, we haven't got a P.O. Box just yet. I'll have to have a look at where we can actually send stuff. So, Melissa, if you want to maybe join the TikTok and DM Caleb, I'll be able to get something to you. Easy done when it comes down to those. Mark, Sam's Fun Zone. Yes, he is there most days. Have a go, weekend. Same to you, Sam. Thank you so much for tuning in. And once again, sorry, Sam, go.
Now you can do it.
So, guys, I'm going to get into it.
He's charging up.
Peace!
Keep it spooky.